Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Darewolf PJ Black, and you're listening to Interactive Wrestling Radio.
You're listening to Interactive Wrestling Radio, featuring the interactive interview, courtesy of WrestlingEpicenter.com.
So what you gonna do?
Let me talk to you, dummies.
Oh, yeah.
You're where it's at.
If you're smart like me, you gotta listen.
And if you don't listen to it,
I'll come out of your computer and body slam your ass.
Don't be a Melvin.
I will scar you.
open your third eye.
Woo! It's gonna be cool. Oh, what a rush.
It's showtime!
We had a lovely conversation.
To the interactive interview. Interactive Wrestling Radio.
The Epicenter.
I'm addicted to danger. That's why I put my body on the line in the ring.
This is one of the most exciting and dynamic athletes.
I'm the Darewolf PJ Black, and I fear nothing.
Darewolf on Lucha Underground Season 3. New episode Wednesday at 8 p.m. on El Rey Network.
Sponsored by Cricket Wireless. Something to smile about.
1 year ago, we had on PJ Black, and he was decimated. He had taken a bad fall off a building that he tried to hang glide off of, ended up catching his fingertip on the satellite dish, losing part of his hand, and also breaking his leg in several places. Here we are 1 year later. He's back in the ring. Lucha Underground is back with Season 4, and we have him on again live from the San Diego Comic-Con for an exclusive interview. Without any further delay, let's get to PJ Black here on Interactive Wrestling Radio.
Hello?
Is this PJ?
Hello. Speaking, yes, sir. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. I've spoken to you before, so it's good to talk to you again.
Yeah, dude. Where did we speak last time?
About a year ago. In fact, that was my first question. We'll jump right into it. When we last spoke, you had just come back from South Africa, and the news had just broke about your injuries, that you had suffered the injuries with your attempt of jumping off the building. First of all, before we get to Lucha Underground, how are you doing, and how has the recovery been?
Oh, bro. So it literally has been the hardest year of my life. I was out for a whole year, 6 months in the hospital. I had to relearn how to walk. It was literally the toughest year of my life, but this year so far has been the most rewarding year of my life. Back to 100%. I don't think I'll ever I'll have like full range of motion in my leg, but that hasn't stopped me from doing anything. So yeah, right now I'm great, man. Like, I'm super happy to be alive, and I'm super happy to be working, and I'm super happy for the new season of Lucha to be airing.
Absolutely. It's finally here. When we were talking, you were kind of umming and ahhing on if there would be a Season 4, and here it is. It's upon us. How cool was it when you got the phone call that they were finally getting ready to do Season 4?
Dude, it was amazing, especially because I was about 80-90% healed at the time, so I was like, yes, perfect timing. But it also made me work even harder, like in the gym and in the ring, and like physically and mentally and emotionally in a way, to get me to where I am right now. And I feel like right now I'm doing some of the best work in my life, and I'm, it kind of was a blessing in disguise. It sucked to be out for a year, and it sucked to get injured, but I read a lot of books. I studied a lot of guys that I used to grow up watching. So for me, yeah, like I said, it was a blessing in disguise. And, I guess everything does happen for a reason, because if that didn't happen to me, I wouldn't be the person that I am right now.
Absolutely. And when we did speak to you last year, you had said that the best matches of your career, a few of the few best matches of your career had yet to air. I did see those matches. They were awesome. Any thoughts on those matches that happened at the very tail end of Lucha Underground Season 3?
Oh, thank you so much, man. Yeah, so like the match against Rey Mysterio, obviously that was like a dream come true. And, I was being a little kid again, it was like I was wrestling Rey Mysterio, but I was being a fan at the same time, because he was doing stuff that he hasn't done in years, like his body felt good. He was doing like all the stuff off the top rope and dives to the outside, all the Tilt World Ranas and DDTs and stuff like that, which like that's the Rey Mysterio I knew, and he couldn't do that for years, and it's cool that he's doing all that stuff now. And I was kind of like the transition into that, and after the match, he came to me, he's like, man, thanks for making me feel like a kid again, which made me feel amazing, by the way. And now he's on a roll right now. He's doing the best work of his life because his body's in phenomenal shape. He's got his confidence back, which is a big thing, and that's finding where I am at too. I got my confidence back, my health back, and then the other match was the Ricochet match, which again I loved. It was one of my favorites. Prince Puma. I'm sorry, and they even the match I guess went too long because they cut like 5 or 6 minutes out of the match. I wish there was an unedited version of that match somewhere because we actually told a little different story there, which never made it to TV. But all in all, that's what happens when it's a recorded show, right? It was still a good match. It was still a great match. And one of my favorites for sure. So I'm actually glad that you got to see it and appreciate it, man. Because I told you about it before. So I hope it lived up to the hype.
Very cool. And something else that you said that you hope people get a chance to see one day, you mentioned in our last interview, which was GFW Amped TV. And like a month later, Impact Wrestling decided they were going to air it on pay-per-view. Was it cool that they finally decided to unearth that footage?
Yes, it was cool. It was dope because, at the time, I was on 2 or 3 TV shows at the same time, which is cool, and people got to see it. There's still so much more that they didn't air, I wish, because they had to cut a lot of that stuff out too, and a lot of that stuff went lost in translation, and a few guys that they couldn't air on TV, for political reasons and whatnot, they had to cut out a bunch of that stuff. But I'm just glad people got to see some of the stuff that we did and, followed some of the stories that we got to tell. So that was pretty cool. I guess a lot has happened this year, huh?
Yeah, a lot sure has happened. And you mentioned you were on a few TV shows. That would sound like something really radically different if this was 2015 or so. But now it seems like I watch and multiple guys are having multiple matches on different shows like MLW, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, and Lucha Underground. Thoughts on how open wrestling is right now, and can we ever expect you to appear somewhere else other than Lucha Underground?
Yes, totally. I'm working on a bunch of stuff right now. I cannot say too much because nothing is set in stone yet, but yes. I love where wrestling is right now, and I love that there's so many different territories. It's kind of like a territory, you remember the territories back in the day? I feel like this is the era of cyber territories. I'm gonna claim that, by the way, cyber territories, because it's cool because we get to see guys pop up in MLW and Impact Wrestling and Lucha and Defy and all these other great little cyber territories, if you will. I think it's great, man. I love it. I think it's a great time to be a wrestler, but it's even a better time to be a fan right now.
All right. Now I got to ask you a silly question. Since your injury, have you gone back to do anything to earn that name Darewolf? Have you gone back and done anything daredevilish?
Oh, of course, yeah. I started back skydiving about a month or 2 ago. I'm taking it easy. I'm not taking any crazy risks like I used to. I'm more calculated, but I'm definitely 100% back to my old self.
All right. So we kind of wrapped up last year by saying that you had some of the best matches of your career still to come in Lucha Underground Season 3. What can we expect to see from you in Lucha Underground Season 4, perhaps against the Reptile Tribe?
Yeah, some very interesting matches for sure. You're going to see a lot of the character develop. At the end of the day, I didn't do as much as I wanted to do because they still thought I was injured, and I had to prove to them that I wasn't injured. And even the whole world, no one thought I was going to come back from this injury, and I feel like I came back better than ever from it. So I had to prove a few things for sure. But more than that, this was the character, the evolution of the character is fun. Just a complete different look, complete different style, complete different wrestling style, if you will. And it's just going to keep on evolving. And next season, it's going to be even better.
Awesome. That's kind of what my going question is to wrap up with all these things. We jokingly talked about Season 4 last year, but is there going to be a Season 5? Can we expect that?
Nothing has been said, and we don't know. They don't tell us. But deep down, I definitely think there will be.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to it, man. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks for joining me again. Now, like I told Taya, go have some fun because you're backstage right now at Comic-Con in San Diego. That's unbelievable that I'm getting to talk to you doing this.
I know, this is so fun. Like the nerd in me is like just geeking out right now. You know, it's so much fun. I've always wanted to come, and like when they gave me the opportunity to be here this weekend, I jumped at it immediately. I was like, yep, I'm there. I'll cancel everything else. So it's actually been really fun, and I wish we had more downtime and more free time to do more things. But just being here is just phenomenal.
Awesome. Enjoy the festivities, and thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today.
Thank you so much, and good talking to you again. And hopefully in a year when we talk again, a lot more things would have happened.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so.
Like, take it easy, man.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.